Thank you, Anthony. So, well, good morning, afternoon, evening for everybody. Just as an introduction, I think John briefly went through it, Jacobs. It's one of the premier engineering companies in the world. It's 50,000 plus headcount. Now, the company has been going through a transformation into the digital space and integrating all the different traditional, call it traditional engineering services into holistic end-to-end tied-up solutions. And part of that story is the ports, yes, and which tied up with not only the digital technologies, which this subject that we're going to be talking today talks about, also sustainable port development and operations, as it's all tied up. So the intent of this presentation is to bring that awareness of what we are all doing as a group, not only Jacobs, and on the end-to-end front. So if further ado, if you, Anthony, if you don't mind, if I just carry on with the presentation.
Yeah, please carry on.
Yes. So let me share my screen. So I mentioned earlier, so following the subject of the seminar, how disruptive technologies can achieve the sustainable port development and operations. This is our vision of a cradle-to-grave end-to-end solution. So in terms of the challenges we all face, we all hear this every day. So I'm not going to go through all of them, but basically the conditions that the world is going through right now, which are not only financial and business, but it's also climate change involved, there's health conditions and so on. There is still the increasing pressure to come up with innovative services, solutions, and products. Basically, what used to work before doesn't work now. Yeah, and the response on the market on that, you've seen its response on fragmented or standalone solutions, we're saying smart ports or green ports or AI, big data. So it becomes overwhelming as to what is all this means. What do you apply, what you don't apply? Yeah. So our approach on this, following that the market is also looking for tangible business and technical solutions, which you have to throw in sustainable, you have to throw in resiliency, and that are adaptable, not only for now, but adaptable for the future as your facility matures and your business matures. And how do you take all this evolution of technology and industrial revolution, all this that is happening, data analytics, AI, how do you put in a logical manner that means something to the different clients and entities that you deal with? So that's our answer, is basically the an end-to-end approach, where we basically, as John said at the start, we put together all this group of companies that are in this presentation today to holistically provide a turnkey solution for any type of facilities, at a brownfield, a greenfield, or whatever stage your facility is. We will help you with this solution. So it's an industry first, because we want to give everyone the option to outsource your functions that you have or you don't have in your organization in a one-stop shop format, helping you to make intelligent port operations and solutions accessible, not only for 3 or 4 ports that will have an automated facility. Anybody can automate their port at any grade or level of degree that they see fit in their business. And applying not only these to ports, is for all type of logistics infrastructure, to rail inland depots, logistics parks, etc. So and using Jacobs' platform of cross-industry in-house expertise globally for this. So in summary, in these two slides, the item of sustainability is basically a port becomes more sustainable as you optimize the processes and embrace more technologies into the facility and its maturity. The end-to-end solutions, we try to keep things simple because there's so much information out there that it's overwhelming. So what we group our solutions are in three main groups, which are business solutions, technical solutions, and intelligent solutions. Traditionally, engineering companies would provide you the technical solutions, which is all the engineering, designs, and so on. So we throw in all the front-end items in business solutions, and due diligences, for example, and the intelligent solutions is coupling in the intelligent parts of that into one single answer for your facility. The solutions are selectable on what is it that you need, or the facility or the entity needs. Give you that option to outsource services that traditionally you would do in-house or were basically not done. Yeah. It also repurposes, as I mentioned, the traditional engineering services, basically for the next generation. They're flexible solutions. It is scalable, end-to-end is scalable. As I said, we can do a specification for your crane all the way through doing a whole port development in its sense of the word. It does give you that option to select and adapt to what is it that you are requiring. In terms of the disruption and technologies to achieve sustainable development and operations, our vision basically follows that. Basically, a sustainable smart port is a facility that is continuously and holistically reviewing, optimizing, and enhancing its current and future business and processes. Basically, optimizing by reducing its footprint, its effects on different aspects and operations, cost, environment, and so on. But one standalone solution will not give you a sustainable port development operation. It's a series, they're all interconnected. And this is why we believe that to disrupt this or give that option, put it out there, we use the interrelationship of technologies and apply them on items which normally you wouldn't have thought of, or which were just sitting there, utilizing engineering data from operations and into engineering designs and predictability and asset management. So the predictability engines are very valuable now to consider in design profiles and specifications, for example. And how you design your facility today, it is how it's going to perform and how you're going to spend in the future. And also, a sustainable port also considers the interrelationships between everything, in terms of impact on the environment, social, market, operations, infrastructure. All of this is influenced day to day from what you apply or you do in your port. So in summary, a port becomes more sustainable as you optimize your processes and embraces your technology. It organically goes in that direction. So in terms of the offering objectives, we help you understand your port, set up a baseline, basically what is it that you have, and help you find gaps and issues in your operation. We help you go through with your facility if you want to have go from an analog facility to an intelligent facility. We help you maximize your utilization and considering resiliency and sustainability, but organically you'll get there eventually. Obtain efficiencies. As I said, predictability is very important, reliability, which in turn provide lower expenditure and better management of your facility. The maturity is scalable. You don't have to go big bang on day one. It's all a journey. That's one of the things that we tell the people we interact with is you have the option to create your own journey at your own pace with the equipment you have, with the systems you have, and from there you carry on. Obviously, in the end, it just affects your balance of your capex and opex, and also supports reviewing and enhancing the corporate sustainability management and procurement strategies, which are all, again, they're all tied up to this subject. So just setting the scene for the next, my next colleagues who's going to be giving the presentation. So we take all these different subjects that are out there, efficiencies, optimizations, AI, automation, autonomous mobility, and we grab those and put context into them for you, and we help you with your facility and your business to transform and carry on with the journey. We join all the dots together for you, and we help you with that. So that is the end of my presentation. So I'll pass back to the moderator.